What's up, guys? Welcome to Sovereign Crypto. Thanks for watching. If you guys like the video, please like, subscribe, click that little bell notification. I'll be giving these updates really quite regularly. Any of those likes, any of those comments all help, but really only if you genuinely like the content. So here we are looking at Coin 360. It looks like Bitcoin might have found a little bottom. This is just recently in the last 20 minutes since I was putting together this video. Let's refresh. So Bitcoin's only down 1%. When I first woke up and looked at the chart about 2 hours ago, it looked a lot different than it looks right now. Let's see. So looking at the chart, looks like we may have found a bottom. This is the daily. I'm going to just zoom in here to the 15-minute. Look at that. We have got a higher high on the 5-minute and on the 15-minute chart for the first time. Looks like we just broke above it. The last higher high here. And now it looks like we are just breaking out one more time. I think there's gonna be a lot of people shorting into this, so we'll see how long this sustained rally works. But that's telling. We see a bullish engulfing, see another large candle with volume, not much of a pullback, no volume on the pullback, and then another move up. So it looks like we might have reached just a temporary little bottom with Bitcoin. A little too early to tell. We could just flop right over, but I think at least, I don't know if this is the bottom right now, but at least it's a temporary bottom. Let's zoom out a little bit. We're still in this descending wedge, and we do have that. We'll look at the CME futures where there is the gap, but I still think we're kind of going to come down and want to test that $6,000 level, that $6,200 level. I'm thinking that's more likely to be the bottom than where we are right now. But this does look pretty promising so far on the smaller time frames. One thing to think about too is we do have this CME's future gap. So what the CME's future gap is essentially the futures market that only trades on the week. So they have the weekends off, right? And when you see here, the weekend price action, move, and then they open, creating this gap. It's called the CME future gap. It always closes. It always closes. In the history of Bitcoin, it always closes. Whenever there's a gap, it will get full. Meaning that look here, there's a gap here, this gap. And what did it do? It filled. And so what it means is the price action will come up and fill that gap. The last one, we had one right there, and it filled. There's a little one here, immediately filled. We have this one here, hasn't filled yet. And now, I don't know what the timeline is. Pretty confident that at some time in Bitcoin's history, we're going to see it above 7,500 again. Pretty confident on that. So, not necessarily saying it's going to happen tomorrow or even next week, although very possible that could happen. And with this new candle forming, it's looking more promising. We are forming a little bit of an upper wick after that pullback. But look, with our recent low around that $6,400 mark, 6,440, and then we just jumped up to 6,700, and there's some volume behind it. There's a little bit of volume behind it. That's a good thing. The Coinbase chart, yeah, we'll see. It's above the 55 period moving average on the 15-minute chart, which has been holding us down this whole time. We've just barely break above it, and drop down. Barely break above it, drop down, touch, break down. But we could get a solid close bounce off of that. Might be a little sustained rally here. I'll just refresh one more time, see what's happening, see if any of these other alts are moving into the green. We've got Atom in the green, Zcash in the green. I'm going to talk about Zcash today. I think Zcash has found a temporary, if not the low, its recent low, I think. So coin market cap, we'll refresh here. Bitcoin dominance clicked up a little bit. From yesterday, it was around 67.3%. Now 67.6%. So Bitcoin dominance dropping up. Market cap has dropped off again, so it's below 180 billion. And the Masari IO, which I like, the weighted exchange, where it talks about the top 10. What it does, the top 10 exchanges with the most valid volume without a lot of wash trading, and ranks based on that. What's showing, Bitcoin still number 1, Ethereum number 2, Tezos 10. You guys know I like Tezos. Tezos 10. Look at the volume on Tezos here, 15 million. It's dropped off quite a bit. Look at Bitcoin SV, 2 million. Even Binance Coin, only 14 million. What do you guys think of that? Atom volume's really picked up on Atom also, 17 million. Something to be aware of there. I think Atom has been moving up quite a bit. So let's look at the shorts. Longs, refresh. The longs still really pretty high on Bitfinex and everything else, a little bit evener. I saw a tweet the other day that the largest unrealized profit on Bitfinex, or loss for that matter, is $22 million. I'll drop that link in the bottom. That is what I'm thinking why the Bitfinex longs and shorts may be so skewed, is because someone's having holding an unrealized long that's $22 million in the red. $22 million in the red. That would do it. That would do it. So, XTZ still in that daily uptrend. We did not lose the daily uptrend. We pulled back all the way to the 145 mark, low 144 on Bitfinex. Excuse me. 144, which we didn't break the previous low of 140. It's pretty telling. I like that. I like that. Bearish volume decreasing here. We'll see how that candle closes. Looking good. Zcash. Now I think Zcash may have found its bottom. So notice here, the last bottom, 25.50 or so, 25.60 at Bitfinex. And after this large pullback where Bitcoin and a lot of others did break new recent lows, Zcash did not. Zcash did not. And Zcash has been losing quite a bit lately. We zoom in. We see a big wick here on the 4-hour. We'll just see. We'll watch. I have scaled into a position of Zcash. Let's see. I started going right at this secondary support. A little bit above it. I think around $27, $28. Bought some Zcash. I'm okay holding this for a while. I really think that Zcash will have its moment in the sun, right? I really think it has been getting a lot of hate. I think it's similar to Litecoin. Like Litecoin back in the day, when was that? 2014, 2015, Litecoin went from $100 all the way down to $1. Everyone said Litecoin was dead, failed project, never going to amount to anything. And what it do? In that next season, it ran up to $300. From $1 to $300. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Zcash do something really quite similar. So, if you guys like this content, please like, subscribe. I'm going to see if Yeah, I'm going to just move this over here. This is from one of my Discord groups here. This is that unrealized. Maybe it's not going to let me do that. So here we go. So this is that unrealized profit on Bitfinex. $22 million. That's a lot. What do you guys think of that? All right. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. Give this one more refresh, see where we're at with Bitcoin. Down only 1.82% from the looks of the chart. That's really not too bad. Please like, subscribe, send me comments, any comments, criticisms, anything like that. Really appreciate any and all feedback. Let me know what you guys think, and have a great rest of your day. I will see you in the trenches, and trade safe.